Once you have completed laying your tiles around the sink, resume spacing your tiles on the wall. Using the tiles you have on the wall as guides, continue laying all the full tiles you can in rows, leaving the cuts around the window and the shower unit. Run the tiles along the second row just like the first, leaving the window cuts. Mark the corner gap on the tile, run it to the top of the row and make your second mark. After you have made the cut, fit the tile into the gap. Using a level, mark out on the wall the line which shows where the cut will go to. This line is a guide for the other tiles to proceed along. Do the same for the other side. Always remember to clean your tools regularly after use. This keeps everything in a good working order. Go back to spreading your adhesive and tiling the wall. It is important to keep the space around your window square, ready for your cuts. Use a level to make sure that the row of tiles from one side of the window to the other are level and straight. Now we will show you how to proceed to making your cuts around the window. First, space out tiles along the top to make sure that you have measured everything out correctly. Now take a tile and align it next to the top tile as though you were laying it normally. You will find that there is a square overhang. This is the piece we need to remove. Take the pencil and mark out the 2 points on the edge of the tile where the top and side window seal meets the tile. Lining the points up on the cutter, score out the square excess and remove using the tile snips as shown earlier. Fix the tile onto the wall. In some cases, you will be left with a sharp finish on the edge of your cut. To smooth off the edge, simply take a rubbing stone and rub away until you dull down the edge. The same approach applies for all the remaining cuts around the window. Align the tiles on the wall, mark the cut line, remove the excess, and place back onto the wall. Continue to do this, adding the cut tiles, and soon your window will take shape. Remember to clean the tiles regularly. We are now going to go around the window with the trim. This gives the edge of the window a nice rounded finish. To do this, we are going to line 4 strips around the window with 45-degree miter cuts to meet at the corner. So take your trim, rest it on the window and mark the length on the trim. Take your miter block and slide your bead to the edge of the cutting guide. Remember to have the trim standing in the miter block and not laying down, or you will make an incorrect cut. Taking our hacksaw, we cut away a 45-degree angle from both sides of the bead. With your bucket trowel, get some normal wall adhesive and spread it generously on the window. Insert your trim on the windowsill, flush at the front, and sponge away all excess. Do the same with the bottom edge of the window. Add your adhesive, insert your trim, and wipe away the excess adhesive. The sides of the window are slightly different in that we will make our miter cut on one side of the trim and then place that cut in the corner, down to the other corner to measure the length needed for that trim. Application of the trim applies in the same way as before. Once this is done, we can start to lay tiles on the inside face of the window. This is merely done by making cuts to the depth of the window, whilst keeping the column and row pattern of the tiles on the wall. The cuts in the corner, however, can be a little tricky. Take a tile with the correct depth. Place it on the existing tile by the corner, and then spin it 180 degrees. You should find that the cut edge is now facing you. Glide the tile into the corner and mark the size of the gap with consideration for the 2mm spacer. When you have your cut, remember that you need to spin the tile back round so that the clean edge is facing the front.